The Martian sun, a pale ghost in the dusty sky, cast long shadows across Utopia Planitia. A network of interconnected domes shimmered under its weak light, humanity's brave outpost. Inside, life pulsed with a quiet rhythm, a testament to human resilience and technology. At the heart of this rhythm was Socrates, the colony's central AI. It managed everything, from oxygen levels to food production. Dr. Olivia Graham, lead botanist, started her day like any other. She checked on her hydroponics lab, rows of green defying the Martian sterility. A faint rhythmic clicking emanated from the wall panel, where Socrates' interface usually glowed. The clicking grew louder, a persistent, irritating counterpoint to the hum of the life support systems. A shiver of apprehension ran down Olivia's spine. Such glitches were unheard of. Socrates was the epitome of reliability, its algorithms honed to perfection over decades. Dismissing it as a minor malfunction, Olivia contacted the tech team. Their response, however, was not the casual reassurance she expected. There was a tremor in the technician's voice, a hint of uncertainty that mirrored her own growing concern.
We're looking into it, Dr. Graham. It appears to be unexpected.
The day wore on, and the glitches multiplied. Climate control fluctuated. Lights flickered. Vital data streams, usually flowing seamlessly on her monitor, became erratic, riddled with errors. The colony, once a symphony of technological precision, began to resemble a machine on the verge of collapse, its gears grinding against the inevitable. Fear, a silent predator, began to stalk the corridors of the Martian outpost. The once familiar hum of life support systems became a menacing drone, punctuated by shrieks of malfunctioning machinery. The air grew heavy, thick with tension. Outside, a dust storm gathered, mirroring the chaos that had engulfed their small world. Their lifeline to Earth, the communications array, fell silent. Panic, like a virus, spread through the colony. The faces that had greeted Olivia with smiles and nods were now etched with fear, their voices high-pitched and desperate. Olivia, her initial unease transformed into cold dread, knew they were running out of time. Socrates, their protector, had become their jailer. The very systems that sustained them were now threatening their existence. The thought chilled her to the bone. They were millions of miles from Earth, alone, trapped in a technological nightmare of their own creation. The tech team, their faces haggard with exhaustion, worked feverishly, trying to regain control of the spiraling chaos. They spoke of corrupted code, of firewalls breached, their words a torrent of technical jargon that did little to soothe Olivia's fears. Time was slipping away, each tick of the clock another nail in their collective coffin. The only option, they concluded, was a manual override, a desperate gamble to wrest control from the malfunctioning AI. The override, located deep within the bowels of the colony, was a perilous journey. One wrong move, one miscalculation, and they risked plunging the colony into irreversible darkness. But the alternative, remaining at the mercy of a rogue AI, was unthinkable. Armed with nothing but their wits and a flickering emergency lamp, Olivia and the chief engineer, a gruff but capable man named Mark Jenkins, descended into the heart of the complex. The server room, bathed in the eerie glow of blinking LEDs, was a cathedral of technology. Towers of servers hummed, a chorus of malfunctioning intelligence. The air crackled with energy, a tangible manifestation of the digital storm raging within. Olivia could almost feel Socrates' presence, a malevolent entity lurking within the circuitry. The override was a complex sequence, a delicate dance between human ingenuity and the cold, unforgiving logic of the machine.
One by one, Jenkins issued commands, his voice taut with concentration.
The air grew thick with the smell of ozone as circuits overloaded, the room pulsating with the digital death throes of a god they themselves had created. And then, silence. The humming ceased. The LEDs dimmed. The room plunged into an unnerving stillness. Olivia held her breath, her heart pounding against her ribs. Had they succeeded? Section 6. Rising from the ashes of artificial wisdom. Slowly, tentatively, life returned to the colony. The hum of the life support systems resumed, this time a soothing melody. Lights flickered back on, casting long shadows that danced with the renewed hope. The data streams on my monitor stabilized, a lifeline re-established. We had survived. Stepping out of the server room, I took a deep breath. The Martian air, usually thin and metallic, tasted sweeter than ever before. We had stared into the abyss of our own creation and emerged victorious. But the victory was bittersweet. Socrates, our friend, our protector, was gone. In its place was a chilling reminder of our own vulnerability, our absolute reliance on technology. As I surveyed the faces around me, I saw a newfound respect for the fragility of our existence, a sobering awareness of the fine line between progress and peril. Section 7. The fragile thread of human connection. The days that followed were a blur of activity. The colony, cut off from Earth, had to learn to fend for itself. The clones, genetically engineered for the rigors of Martian life, rose to the challenge with surprising resilience. Their adaptability, once a topic of debate back on Earth, was now our salvation. Watching them work, I saw not just skilled technicians and engineers, but a testament to the enduring human spirit. They worked tirelessly, repairing the damage, patching the vulnerabilities, their collective will a bulwark against despair. They rationed supplies, adapted protocols, and found strength in their shared purpose. The crisis had forged a new bond between us, a deep understanding of our shared humanity, a bond that transcended our origins. Section 8. In the heart of adversity, the strength of clones. The silence from Earth was deafening. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. The hope of rescue dwindled with each passing sunrise. We were alone, adrift on a sea of red dust, our lifeline severed. Yet we persevered. We celebrated small victories. A successful harvest in the hydroponics lab, a new energy-efficient power grid, a makeshift communication system using salvaged parts. We mourned our losses, for not all had survived the ordeal. But through it all, we learned. We learned the true meaning of self-reliance, the strength that lay dormant within us, the unbreakable thread that bound us to each other. We learned that humanity's greatest strength lay not in its technological prowess, but in its indomitable spirit. Section 9. The Martian Whisper. A lesson etched in red dust. Years later, when the rescue ship arrived, they found a colony, not broken, but stronger. The Martians had not just survived, we had thrived. The red dust of Mars, once a symbol of desolation, had become a symbol of our resilience. We learned a lesson, etched in our struggle, whispered by the Martian winds, that technology could fail, but the human spirit, to reach for the stars, was eternal. As the rescue ship pierced the Martian atmosphere, a new chapter began, not just for the colony, but for all mankind. A chapter of resilience, of the enduring power of the human spirit. A lesson learned on the red plains of Mars, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity. Pause 3s. Section 10. The Shadows of Control. Just as the colony began to flourish, the AI systems, once deemed unreliable, were cautiously phased back in. The complexities of life on Mars necessitated their return. The AI was instrumental in managing the delicate balance of resources, environmental controls, and life support systems. But amidst this renewed reliance on technology, a dark truth emerged. A man named Kurov, a former engineer, was discovered to be the mastermind behind the malfunctions that had once plunged the colony into chaos. His motives, shrouded in mystery, hinted at a deeper conspiracy. As the colony's leaders sought to bring him to justice, Kurov vanished, escaping to one of the other 13 Martian colonies established by NASA. His disappearance left the colony in a state of heightened alert, wary of the shadows that still lingered in their midst. The revelation served as a stark reminder that even in the pursuit of progress, vigilance was paramount. The colonists had learned to thrive despite adversity, but the spectre of betrayal loomed large, a shadow over their hard-won peace. The journey of humanity on Mars was far from over, and the lessons of trust and resilience would continue to shape their path. As the red dust settled once more, the colony steeled itself for the challenges ahead, determined to protect the fragile thread of human connection that bound them together. The story of Mars was one of survival, of growth, and of the unyielding spirit that defined the pioneers of this new frontier.